saying good morning to everybody who listening to me right now. If you live in St. Lucie County, especially District 84, if you listen anywhere in the state of Florida, good morning. My name is Robert Joseph. I'm running for State House Representative, District 84. I'm married with 3 kids, 2 boys, 1 girl. I've been married for close to 20 years and we've been together with my wife. And graduate from high school, go to Miami-Dade College. From Miami-Dade College, I go to FIU. And I've been a public servant since then. I've been working for Miami-Dade County and work for the state of Florida in the law enforcement field. And this is my job, that's what I've been doing, serving this community. And I'm a business owner who's in the local business owner in St. Lucie County. And my interest in putting in politics is for 2 reasons. Like I said, I've been a public servant and I love to serve. And second reason, for those injustice social. We have a lot of injustice social. For instance, we've been seeing people working like 40 hours a week. They're not able to pay for food to put on the table for the family. And we've seen people who has problems, who's working in this country, who can't even afford healthcare. So all those injustice social, and that's why it make me go ahead and try to make some change. That is a very interesting question. And I think I've been talking to a lot of people when I'm doing door-to-doors who has like issue, especially to the chapter school, because they don't believe our tax money should go to a private school. And that's a lot of people I talk to, that's the issue they have right now. But when he comes to make a decision, and I think the school board should have the right to make that decision. And to make the education better for our school, one thing we're gonna do is provide everything the school needs, especially the teachers, and make sure they got money for the county. School board has money. We're gonna allocate money from the state and to give to the school board member, make sure those teachers they got good pay jobs. We really wanna make sure the teacher has a job well paid. And one thing, those teachers need to be need training. They need a lot of training, like continuing education, to make sure they're up to date with and they can give our kids a better education. And we also against teacher in school, because we're gonna provide money for law enforcement and security to make sure our kids safe. Because the teacher need to be, we're gonna provide money for the teachers. They can be update themselves, do some lot of research to educate our kids for tomorrow. But they want to give them one side. We want to keep them on the education side, not the law enforcement side. When President Obama was in Washington, D.C., he provided a lot of money for the state, and like the government refused to expand Medicare. And what we're gonna do, first of all, we already had kid care. We're gonna try to expand kid care for every kid in this state. Every kid, regardless, I don't think we should be based on the income, because every kid deserve a health care. And how we're gonna provide it, we're gonna work with the federal government. We bring money in the state, and we can spend Medicare. Because one thing I'm gonna mention right now, in 2015, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the lady named Dawson, she went to the hospital. She has problems, she can't even breathe. And they sent her out. And she complained to the doctors. She has problems, she can breathe. They still send her out. And when she refused to go out, because she said she cannot breathe, and they call law enforcement. What the law enforcement have to do, they come in, and that's their job. They have to enforce the law, they follow the rules, they enforce the law. And the lady passed away right there. she passed away, and her family lost her, and because of lack of insurance. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna try to save money, because state spend a lot of money when people go to the hospital without insurance. If we provide people those insurance, we can save those money. We can save that money. People are gonna have insurance, they have able to have a lot of prevention care, and we're not gonna have those problems. People are gonna have to have stage 2, 3, 4 cancer, and we can get the prevention, we can save some money from there. I'm in favor of universal background, because this is a country, we have a government who's in charge, and we have to set up standard how things done. Not you can't just let somebody go buy guns, people who has a mental problem, all those things. So, and one thing we're gonna do, we're gonna work with doctor, work with the state, propose a law. People who is like mental problem, we can have a database. When they're doing a background check, they can check that database to find out if those people have a mental health, mental problem, to see if they have a clearance from the doctor before those people issue them guns. And when it comes to like the gun, like I said, I'm a law enforcement officer, and there's a lot of things we all don't know, and we don't want also military weapon in the street. Just like some of us, we don't want our police militarized with those type of weapons. So we don't want those guns in the street. But we have a laws, we have a constitution, and we don't have no problem if somebody has to get a gun to protect yourself, protect your family. And again, we want everybody, regardless government or not, we need to have background checked on every single one, regardless if you're working for the government, regardless who you are, because we have to set up a standard. I'm gonna say thank you to everybody who's gonna listen to the video, regardless the time, morning or afternoon time. So I'm gonna say thank you to you. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the opportunity to listen to us. Like I said, I'm gonna fight for the injustice. And one thing I wanna put out, a criminal justice system. We need to change that criminal justice system. We want our law enforcement reflect the demographic of our city. We want our prison system change, because we can't have somebody go in jail for non-violent crime. For instance, somebody who's going in jail for suspending driver license. No, we don't want that. We want that person, whatever, we have a community service for that person, we don't want that. And the social injustice the government did to us, with that, the state spend between $20,000 to $30,000 for someone to stay in jail, to keep somebody in prison. And they only spend approximately $8,000 to send a kid to the school. So what we want to do, we want to keep those people. We're going to do some change in the community system where we can have those people go to technical school, learn something, serve this country, keep those kids out from gang. And we can have our property value ways up in our city. We can have a beautiful city where people will love each other, where neighbors live one another, where kids can play to one another. So that's why we want. We don't want somebody go to the store where you go shop and they fire you. And when they fire you, when you go back to that same store to buy something, when you get there, you found a machine, what you call self-checkout. So we can have that. That's a social injustice. That's what we're fighting for. So I'm asking everybody to give me a vote if you can. My phone number is 772-333-9588. My website is www.robert-joseph.com. Thank you.